Hi, this is Casey Truby. I want to tell you a little story about the day I decided it'd be a good idea to get rich. Now, I grew up poor. We were sharecroppers in Iowa, and have any experience of that or read any books about how poor people were? They were sharecroppers in the old days and moved from house to house to house, farm to farm. My mom still, when she turned on the water at the kitchen sink, went like this with the pump, and we heated the house with an old coal stove that she got up at 4 a.m. and threw wood and coal in there to get it warmed up so I could have coffee and biscuits before I got out and milked the cows at 5 o'clock. Now, I got to tell you, though, that was a good life, and I learned a lot about working, but I learned something on a Saturday afternoon when I was 10 years old that just totally changed my outlook on life, because I was proud to be poor. And we marched around and sang country songs by Merle Haggard about how excited we were to be poor. I go downtown on a Saturday afternoon to watch a movie, Gone with the Wind, and this is in the 60s. So Gone with the Wind came out in the 30s. 30-year-old movie, so it had to be a discount, probably 50-cent day or 25-cent day. I saved up the money to go. And I was so excited to be in the movie, and I'm watching this, sitting there in the bare feet, swinging in the wind. But here's what was exciting. Halfway through the movie, Scarlett O'Hara's on the dirt, and she's grabbing a handful of dirt, and she reaches up, and the sun's setting in the background, and she's in terror, and she's down there on her knees making cotton and planting beans and trying to make enough money to feed her family, and she's reaching up with a piece of dirt, and she goes, "As God is my witness, I will never be poor again." It's a choice. I didn't know it was a choice. I thought whatever you were born into is what you died into. It's a choice. I came home and told my mom, I'm going to be rich. She started laughing. Those rich folks are not happy. Mom, you don't know any rich folk. You don't know. And so I made a life decision that I was going to be rich. And that I must not have been the only one. 225 years ago on the planet, just about everybody was poor. I mean, just about everybody that lived on this planet was poor. And then something happened, a watershed event happened that triggered wealth on the planet. And the planet has just doubled in wealth like every 5 years, ever since this happened 225 years ago. And here's what it was. A group of pioneers were upset and angry because every time they created wealth in a new country called America, every time they created wealth, the monarch came by and snatched it. And they realized that as long as we're living under a monarchy or a tyranny or a dictator or socialism, which hadn't been invented yet, but the concept was floating around, I'm pretty sure, every time we live in one of these political systems, somebody's going to come along and take all our money. And we're going to work hard, and then somebody's going to decide we don't deserve it, and they're going to snatch it from us. And isn't that amazing? 225 years ago, democracy was invented, first democracy on the planet, right here where we are, but it was invented to protect capitalism. We're lucky to be alive in America. We're lucky to be alive today. There's never been a better time in the history of mankind to create wealth. There's never been a better time to share that wealth. I'm excited to be here, and so are you. It's Casey Truby. Let's keep that cash register ringing.